Hey, welcome back, Flashbackers. I am Patrick Michael Strange of the Fantastic Forum. Welcome to Flashback Comics' new release video. This is for April 30th, 2014. I am jazzed. I am excited. There's so much stuff going on. I cannot wait to give you guys the lowdown dirt on everything coming up between now and... Oh, hey, what up? So anyway,
I'm
when the
Phillips,
when the camera starts rolling...
And my stuff goes down to here. I got you on that one.
Oh,
what is going on, people? You ready to turn it up?
I think so. I think they know who we are. They know where they are.
They know what day it is.
But you know what they don't know?
What?
They don't know what awesome comics came out yet.
Oh, that's right. Because it is our Picks of the Week's episode.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so you saw our breakdown episode yesterday. So now we're going to tell you what you should pick up when you come out to the shop. And especially for Free Comic Book Day. But we'll get into that
we'll talk about that.
Second. A lot of great books again this week, my man.
You know what they should pick up? They should pick up one of everything.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, really.
I'm telling you, there's so much that is out here this week. So, you ready to get into it, Troy?
It's a great time to be alive and be a comic book fan.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Should I kick it off, brother?
Go right ahead. Kick it.
All right. Well, we some Southern bastards. No, we're not really. He's
I'm a Virginia boy.
An amazing book from Image Comics, brought to you by Jason Aaron and Jason Lehr. When we were going through the books, this wasn't on my list. Usually I kind of do my research to see what's coming out and know what to talk on. And when I saw this, the pedigree of Jason Aaron.
Exactly. I had to point it. I was like, come on, Patrick, it's Jason Aaron, so it's got to be good.
Man, from what I saw, the brief bit of information, because I had to look it up real quick. I'm like, what? Jason Aaron, Jason Lehr, what is this about? Southern Bastards, pretty cool.
What was that main character's name?
Big Ed or something like that. Old man with a big stick.
Yes.
And then there's like Big Tube or something like that, who's like the football coach who's burying bodies underneath the bleachers.
Oh, that's what was going on.
Crazy bastard town. They're all about their barbecue. I love Southern humor and Southern jokes, and
Southern
being
cooking.
from South Carolina. Oh my gosh. Charleston, Southern. I'm from Charleston, South Carolina. That's where I went to high school.
I thought
That's
you
where
were
the
from
best
Boston.
of the best of Southern cooking is, brother. ATL gets much love, but Charleston, we are doing it big. If you watch Food Network, man, the majority of those best food place things I've ate and all that, Charleston, man.
Patrick.
I didn't realize when I was a kid how much good eating is there, man.
Patrick,
Man.
I am a born Virginian. I already understand Southern cooking.
Now you're north, man.
And more
You're the
important.
Virginia's the north, man.
What?
You're the north.
Oh, what?
South Carolina, Charleston, South Carolina. My man, we got a live audience here today. They know what's up. Southern bastards, Charleston, South Carolina.
The first time this
represent
man
for
heard
food
me
eating.
say, I reckon so, he didn't know what I was talking about.
Yeah, I didn't think you were of that skin complexion when I first heard your voice.
All y'all.
I love this guy. Southern Bastards by Jason Aaron, Jason Lehr. Issue number 1 out this week from Image Comics. Check it out.
Yes,
sir. Yes, sir.
Preach it.
And one more book, because I picked a little bit more than my man Troy did. I just couldn't stop picking.
Well, thank you for picking this, by the way. I'm a big fan of Valiant Comics, and I appreciate you picking up a Valiant and showing it off there. Yes, indeed. Exo Man of War. This is an awesome comic, but that's not what we're talking about here. This.
Shadow Man, End Times. Peter Milligan is doing a bang-up job on the series. They've kind of now... I'm kind of like thrown back because I'm a little behind on my Shadow Man, so I will be honest. I don't know if they stopped the series and now they're doing this 3-issue miniseries right now in between. But basically, Peter Milligan, who's doing a bang-up job on it, they're going a little bit more into the origin because, it's been a mantle that he inherited from his father, Josiah Boniface. We're now getting more into Jack and his relationship with the Abattoir protector that is with him, where we left off. I forgot her name. But we're getting even darker and more deeper. And with a title like End Times,
Death
has me a little bit in fear of my character of Shadow Man.
I feel like we're reaching that point with Valiant where there's a lot of changes, a lot of big changes across the line of the. So it's in Harbinger, it's in Shadow Man, it's in Eternal Warrior. I feel like everything we're bringing things to a plateau point. We'll be able to find our feet for a second and then springboard, leap forward. Not unlike Harbinger Wars, not unlike the Prelude to Unity. The introduction of Eternal Warrior, and you know what? I have to wait. Because I was about to jump on something, but I'm not gonna steal your thunder. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait patiently.
All right. All I gotta say is, as we saw from last week's episode, They're talking Death and Harbinger.
Yep.
Don't kill my Shadow Man, please. Okay.
Hey.
All right. So Shadow Man End Times from Valiant this week.
Yes, indeed.
New number 1. Don't kill off Shadow Man. Now
Please.
we're back on track. I think we're even now, Troy.
Well, we might be. I know we got a couple of joints between us, but
so
you
I'm
know
gonna throw it
what?
to you now, brother.
All right. I'm gonna go right here from Marvel Comics, Silver
Yes,
Surfer number 2.
Mike already in the house.
Yes, indeed.
I'm loving it.
Anywhere and everywhere, hang on. It says it right there on the cover, and they mean it. This first issue of the Silver Surfer actually surprised me. It had Norrin Radd in a bit of a kind of a different context than what I was expecting to see from the former Herald of Galactus. And you know what? I was not 100% sold on the all red art, but
oh, really?
Not
you weren't a
not
Madman fan?
Well, no. For Madman, I loved that.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure about it for Silver Surfer. I didn't know if he would capture, like when Ron Lim was on the book, when Jim Starlin was on the, when that kind of thing was happening. But this is something different. The story suits the tone of the. I'm sorry, the artwork suits the tone of the story. That is, that's the big one for me. That's the huge one.
Yeah.
The introduction of the young girl character, where he's like, "Wait a minute, who are you?"
Yeah.
We're all off kilter here. We're all on unsteady footing. So I can't wait to see what the next thing in the Silver Surfer chapters are going to be. I don't feel like this is something that I've seen before.
Yeah,
that's
where I'm coming off on.
Yeah,
we've seen Silver Surfer has a very serious tone in its concept and the character itself. I think now, with it being, think of the character's name, Silver Surfer. They're taking like a whole California kind of fun, poppy Batman 66 kind of concept to it, and especially with Allred on the art, Dan Slott on the writing chores.
But not quite
to me, it's
so.
Refreshing.
It's not as lampoonish because they've done that before, like in the Defenders, J.M. DeMatteis and Keith Giffen.
Yes.
And they went a lot farther with the lampoonish aspect of it.
Yes.
This isn't so much of a satire, but it is lighter in its tone. Not quite tongue-in-cheek, not quite farcical, but again, lighter. It's not the gloomy, doomed poetic Silver Surfer of Stan Lee's day.
Yes.
It's not, the frenetic Jim Starlin, Infinity Gauntlet era of the Silver Surfer. The Silver Surfer going back to working for Galactus, head hung low, here I am again, planets for my master. It's different from all of that.
Yes.
And that's what makes this fresh.
Definitely. And I'm excited about it. And I haven't read Silver Surfer in a while, so, if they can pull an old fan like me, then they're doing a good job.
And clearly they can satisfy an old fan like myself.
Exactly.
You've probably read, more comics than you can remember.
Excellent choice there, Troy. I'm not even going to go there with you. Good choice. I know you're going to agree with this pick because you've been reading the Forever Evil storyline going on right now.
I have.
This is Forever Evil Aftermath. We are now done with Forever Evil, and Batman is facing off against Bane. If you loved it from The Dark Knight, that whole thing going on.
Hold on. Let me help you out a little bit
here. Go ahead, brother.
Okay. From the events of the Arkham War, where we saw Bane take on the mantle of the Bat, and not even asking for permission, he just takes it, kicks in the door, and says, "I got this. What do you think?"
Yes.
Okay. So now, and Batman did not make his presence known because of the events that he was going through at the time.
Already, man.
So breaking backs.
So,
reckon.
For me, I'm excited about it. They're winding it down. We've been enjoying the whole Forever Evil tie-in series, but they got my man Peter J. Tomasi on the writing chores.
Yep.
But a good friend of mine, Scott Eaton, I probably own like pages from every title he's worked on. He's such a good friend of mine, and I'll probably be owning a page from this.
Inside.
I had. That was a little bit of braggadocious.
It was.
That was a braggadocious.
I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, you'll see when you come in the house. I just love his art. Scott Eaton is all about power. Let me talk about my man Scott. He's a bodybuilder, and he also he does insane art. And so I'm happy my man is still working, making things happen, and he's doing Batman versus Bane. Bane's a colossus, and a dude like Scott working on it.
Just a little bit. You've told me about him. He makes me think of not Joe Jusko.
Look at that.
Julie Bell and Boris Vallejo with the way they capture
Boris Vallejo,
those really muscular, powerful.
They know how to draw people with power.
So yeah, I mean, obviously somebody who's in tune with his own body, doing a little bit of bodybuilding. Yeah, see that help a brother out with a print. Why don't you?
Scott Eaton, Peter J. Tomasi, Forever Evil Aftermath, Batman vs. Bane, #1 out this week. Good stuff.
Uh-huh.
All right. What you got next, Troy?
So, I got something for the younger ones. Something for the little ones here. IDW. Dropping it again. Dexter's Lab. We've seen other wonderful all ages books. Dexter's Lab is another one. You loved him on Cartoon Network. Who doesn't love the what was his name? Action Jack and
Samurai Jack.
No. The action figure that he used to watch on the cartoon show. And Don Lemon for Monkey and the Justice Friends.
Yes.
All that
How
stuff
they would
going
include
on.
that in there, yeah.
But then, Dexter and Mandark and his klutzy sister Dee Dee. There's so much.
Yeah.
Man, this comic really captures the essence of the animated show. So, again, you're loving Dexter on TV. You could love Dexter in print. Look at that.
Yes.
Look at that. So, again, every now and again, we like to drop a little something for the younger readers.
Definitely.
Comics aren't just for kids, but they are for kids, too.
Yes, sir.
So, Dexter's Laboratory, IDW, new in this week. You want to come get that.
Excellent pick, Troy. I will be picking up Dexter's Laboratory, IDW's Publishing's new book, their new #1 for my little one.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's for the little one. She's my little special friend.
But I can read it too, right?
You going to read it to her?
I don't care. Yeah. Well, by virtue of reading it to her, I will read it
Dude,
to
just
her.
because you're a parent, you cannot take all the cool stuff and say, this is for my kid. Yeah, I know how you are.
Next up on my pick list, Uncanny Avengers Annual #1. What I love about this, and which you're going to love about it as well, Arthur Adams. And he's kind of doing an old school version of that other annual book. Or was it an Uncanny X-Men Annual?
He did. There was a New Mutant special, and there was Uncanny X-Men.
Because when I first saw it reminded me of that.
Yeah, the Asgardian Wars story you're thinking of.
Yes.
That was a 4-parter, by the way.
Yes.
He did 2 of the parts.
Yes. So, Uncanny Avengers Annual, Rick Remender, Paul Renaud, but Arthur Adams. Just this cover alone, I was like, oh! And then basically what we're getting in this particular book is they're putting together a new Avengers, but it's an Avengers Underworld group, which consists of, dude, look at that cast.
Well, yeah.
Ghost Rider, Fin Fang Foom, Doctor Strange, Blade,
Man-Thing. That looks like Mojo.
Mojo is killing me. I don't
like
know who that is off the top. And
well,
then that beautiful girl right there. But basically, in this Uncanny Avengers Annual, we're getting a new group of Avengers that are going to be introduced, Avengers Underworld. I think we're going to see another Marvel #1 with that.
Well, we just might. We just might. It's good for Marvel
being introduced in this particular issue.
It was a complaint that I had with Morbius. I felt like they didn't have enough support titles for their supernatural characters or supernatural themes. So hopefully this will start something, because Marvel has historically great characters like Werewolf by Night, Ghost Rider, Son of Satan, Man-Thing, Morbius, the Living Vampire, and Tomb of Dracula, which gave us Blade.
Yes.
So there's awesomeness in there
Yeah.
if they just kind of put that together as a little thing, not unlike their rival company has done with their supernatural characters.
Yeah.
Not naming any names, not dropping anything.
Justice League Dark.
You went there. But so Uncanny Avengers Annual, I'm excited about that too.
This is pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
And but they got me with the Arthur Adams cover.
Well,
And then I'm finalized with Rick Remender, Paul Renaud. I am picking this up, y'all. Y'all should pick it up too. Uncanny Avengers Annual #1 out this week from Marvel Comics. What you got next, Troy?
What have I got?
Yes, sir.
I have from Dynamite Entertainment.
You know
I
loves
love
Dynamite,
Dynamite Entertainment. I really do, y'all. Dynamite Entertainment. This is issue #5 of Doc Savage, the Man of Bronze. Okay, classic pulp action hero here.
Sir.
We've been reintroduced now, for me, maybe introduced for the first time for you, Doc Savage and his cousin Patricia and his amazing 5. And now we've got Doc going, I've not seen Doc Savage in space before. This is something new for me with this character. He's always been something of a futurist. He's always been that physical marvel, that scientific, brilliant genius. And so I feel like this is a really good fit for the character. The cover kind of made me think of that old Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. cover by Jim Steranko.
Yes.
It has some shades of that. It's been brilliantly drawn. It's been brilliantly executed.
Wow.
I am just
Beautiful
loving
work.
everything. Yes, indeed.
Check
I'm
that out.
loving this book. So Doc Savage gets a strong nod from me. It's new worlds for
Wow.
Doc to conquer. Quite literally, new worlds. Whole new thing going on here.
Let me shout out the artist on this. Bilquis Evely. Dude, this dude is bananas.
Yeah.
Definitely shout out to that guy.
It's incredible.
I'm probably murdering his name, but
well, you know what?
Amazing artwork on this.
We got to meet that fella and get it right. You know, I got to say again, grooving totally on the Alex Ross cover.
Yes, sir.
Absolute master stuff. You know, Alex Ross.
Alex Ross is guaranteed.
Yeah.
But this Bilquis Evely, dude, is bananas, dude. I'm gonna be watching out for that guy. This is an amazing artist. Good pick there, Troy.
Yes, sir.
All righty,
what you got? What? Roll it on down for me.
Rolling on down before I get to my... Yes, I'm pretty much there. Avengers 28.
Jonathan Hickman on
yes,
the
sir.
Avengers.
And Salvador LaRocca and Martin on the art chores. What I'm really hot about this particular book is if you've been... I think Original Sin was your... Number 0 was your pick last week.
Yes, it was.
We're finding out that Iron Man had a role to do in what formed... Hulk, Bruce Banner, with that whole experiment. And so apparently, from Original Sin to now, Avengers 28 coming out this week, Hulk has caught wind of that.
You know, that's
Tony had a role to play in all that.
That's very interesting, given how, you know, when the Hulk was originally created, you know, the gamma bomb explosion, Tony Stark as a character hadn't been conceived yet. Mm-hmm. You know, Tony didn't come along until, you know, a little bit later in Tales of Suspense 39. Mm-hmm. But the Hulk had already been rolling as a popular character, gaining a lot of popularity until the end of his first 6 issues.
It's on like Donkey Kong. Avengers 28, you're going to want to pick this up because Tony is going to need the rest of the Avengers to keep Bruce from coming at him hardcore. It's Hulk versus Iron Man. I'm excited.
You know,
if you're watching the films, you know they're buddy. Not so much right now in the comic book.
It's what's interesting is the dichotomy. It's like Tony Stark is an example of man in control of technology and science, while Bruce Banner is very much an example of science gone wrong, science completely out of control.
Exactly.
You know, and whereas Iron Man is the man inside the technology, the Hulk is just, you know, completely the opposite of that. You know, it's all physical strength and rage at very little reason when Bruce Banner's not in the driver's seat. So it's interesting to see the characters clash when they do.
Definitely.
This is not the first time, but Jonathan Hickman doing it, maybe this time it'll just elevate the entire feud.
So what's going on right now, Original Sin is going to tie into a lot of what Marvel Universe is going to be rolling out for the next year. This is going to be a key book, y'all. Avengers 28, because we're going to learn a lot more revelations that's going to carry us into
Before you read this, you need to read your Original Sin 0.
Yes,
let me give you that little clue.
Number 0.
Read that first, then pick this up.
Yes.
And then get to bed, because it'll probably be 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yes, sir. Check it out, Avengers number 28. Good stuff. What do you got there, Troy?
Okay.
Before we get to our top picks.
Now,
actually, we have our top picks.
We got our joint picks.
Oh, yeah, we have joint picks before we get to our top picks.
So
that, and then we get to our joint picks.
Yeah. So, you know, it's the 75th anniversary of Batman. But
Yes.
just a little bit previously, it was the 75th anniversary of Superman.
Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster's Superman.
Yes, indeed.
Yes,
April 18th is more or less the birthday of Action Comics #1, Superman. That's the publishing date. I am hyping this book. It's been Adventures of Superman is an anthology where they feature stories by different writers, different artists. Sometimes it's 1 story, sometimes it's 2 or even 3 stories in the course of the book.
Yes,
Peter Milligan on this one. Yeah, exactly.
He's also working on Shadow Man at the times that we
talked
about.
What can't he do?
Exactly.
Yeah, I think he can make julienne fries. You know, there's been a lot of stellar talent on this book. You know, they've done a lot of interesting short stories, kind of capturing different elements of Superman outside of the continuity of the New 52.
Yeah.
So the writing teams are not beholden to what's happening with Superman right now.
Yeah.
They can just tell an interesting story that's interesting.
Exactly. That's what's so awesome about that particular
And so, you know, you
title.
might see Superman in the classic costume with the red trunks. You might see him in more of the New 52 context. In any event, Adventures of Superman, celebrate Superman's birthday month. Here it is, April.
Yeah.
Celebrate that with him. Pick up an Adventures of Superman #12. It's really good stuff.
Definitely. Good pick there, Troy. I guess now we should get to our joint picks because
we
all we have left is our top picks. So,
you want to do that one there?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Let's do that.
I'll let you
Let's
hold
do
that.
this.
Star Wars Rebel Heist #1 from Dark Horse Comics, giving us a little bit of background on our favorite bounty hunter guy.
Our rogue smuggler, scoundrel.
Yeah, I shouldn't have said down here. That's more Boba Fett.
Yeah, that's really,
Our man Han Solo.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
With Star Wars Episode 7 announcing their cast today, it got me in that mood, man. So that's why I had to choose Rebel Heist out of our picks, because I'm all about it.
Yeah.
So, and now giving us a little bit more on Han Solo, who's one of probably my favorite character out of the whole Star Wars universe. Harrison Ford killed that role.
Of the principal characters, Han Solo was one of the most interesting because he was probably the most naturalistic. Mm-hmm. Luke Skywalker was our stereotypical young, fresh-faced hero. And Carrie Fisher was our tough as nails, female lead. Chewbacca, of course, is the alien. We have the droids. We have Ben Kenobi, the veteran soldier. Mm-hmm. But, the wise warrior. But Han got to be the irreverent character. He got to be the more down-to-earth character.
Yeah.
He's in it for himself, and there are reasons for that. There are reasons why Han is like he is. Exploring some of the novels, the expanded Star Wars universe that go into his background. But Han grows as a character, and his growth is probably just as great as Luke Skywalker's by the time you get to the end of the series.
Definitely. So feed that Star Wars fetish.
Matt Kind.
Yes.
Mind management.
Star Wars Rebel Heist, number 1, out this week. So Star Wars Rebel Heist, number 1. Great pick from the both of us.
Yes,
we had to pick that.
Yes, indeed. Great
we got
minds.
the Star Wars fever.
Great minds.
So since we're on Star Wars, before we get on with our picks, Episode 7 cast announced. Have you seen Attack the Block?
No.
You need to see it because there's this character by the name of Moses, who kind of leads this gang of kids to stop these aliens attacking London. Basically, it's a alien attack on London.
Okay.
An amazing, fun film. One of my favorites. There's a character by the name of Moses who's played by a guy by the name of John Boyega. Great young actor. He is now going to be the actor we're going to follow through the new Star Wars Episode 7, 8, 9. They're doing a new trilogy, right, guys? In the back. So Episode 7, 8, 9, John Boyega. He's going to be... Everybody's going to know this guy's name.
Okay.
He's the one we're going to follow in the new Star Wars films. Other people added. Adam Driver. All the original cast is returning, which is awesome. That was announced over the weekend, but today we got the whole final cast. I'm messing up on the other people's names in there. But go online. You're watching this. See the rest of the cast for Episode 7. But I'm geeked. I'm all about my Star Wars now.
Yes.
Again. But John Boyega. Go see Attack the Block. Fun, cool film. And but that guy's going to be a superstar.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So next joint pick, Troy.
Next joint pick. Let's hit it.
Ready to hit it?
The whip.
You see, I'm wearing it.
My spider sense is tingling.
Amazing Spider-Man #1, new book dropping out this week. Brand new Amazing Spider-Man. Yes. There's been quite a few.
Yes.
Following after the events of Superior Spider-Man, Dan Slott was kicking butt. Totally revolutionized the character with Doc Ock taking over Peter's body, but now Peter has his body back, and he's in an Amazing Spider-Man #1. What do you want to say, Troy?
I want to know, where is the mind of Otto Octavius right now?
Good question.
There wasn't a body to put him back in. His body was decayed. I mean, he was all, just desiccated. Mm-hmm. Peter was still alive as a fragment.
Big book, y'all. It's
huge.
We're getting a lot of material this one.
And I've got variants. I mean, I've got this. This is epic, people.
Oh yeah, speaking of variants, since we're on variants, my boy Popmon, local Virginia artist, is on this particular cover. Shout out to my boy Popmon, doing big things. You saw him on Masters of the Universe.
Yes, indeed.
You got this
big
cover.
fan of you on that one.
All right.
I pointed your stuff out to this guy.
He's my friend. This guy. But I'm geeking. I picked up a little bit of the Superior Spider-Man. We talked on this before. Peter's now back in the body, and it's got me excited. And so I'm all about it. We're getting a lot more material.
The Goblin Nation, I mean, there's a moment in the Superior Spider-Man, I won't take too terribly long, but there's a moment in that when the Green Goblin is on his glider, and he's fighting Spider-Man as if it's the same Superior Spider-Man that he's been fighting, but then Peter stops and has a classic Peter quip, and he says, well, I have the dignity of knowing that I never carried a man purse. And there's a moment, a close-up on Norman's eye, and Norman realizes that Peter is back in the driver's seat. He just says, "It's you." It's epic. It's look, that's real.
He's got the goose flesh, y'all.
It's real.
Strenuously recommend.
I would
Amazing Spider-Man
strenuously recommend Amazing Spider-Man #1.
Go ahead,
Dare
Marc.
to be amazing.
Ding, 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 ding. Strenuous recommendation number 9.
That's when you throw it back, y'all. Take a shot, throw it back. All right, since we're on the subject of Amazing Spider-Man 2 drops this Friday, May the 2nd?
May 2nd.
May 2nd, yeah. So, out this weekend. I know you're geeking. You got
Yes,
your
I
tickets.
am.
I got my tickets. I'm catching it Thursday. IMAX 3D. As we say, got to get that full effect.
Got to get the
going
full
on.
effect. Yeah, I want to do the IMAX 3D. I mean, just the aerial sequences with Peter and doing his thing. The visual effects look amazing. I'm actually pretty excited to see what Jamie Foxx does with the role of Electro.
Yes.
It's a very serious, grounded role for him. Yeah, pardon the pun about electrical character and grounded, but no, seriously. It's a different sort of role for him.
Yes.
Paul Giamatti is the Rhino.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to seeing this guy as, the East European leg breaker
Yeah.
with the high-tech armor. That high-tech armor looks really cool.
Yeah.
I was afraid it was going to look stupid.
I'm a little on that, but I'm with you. I understand.
I was on that fence
Yeah.
at first, and then I saw it, and
Yeah.
it was just that moment of modernizing it
Yeah.
works here. This definitely, I like the evolution of Osborn and Oscorp. I like the development. I'm kind of hoping that Peter comes to some conclusions with his search to understand his parents' identity.
I think we're gonna get that.
Yeah,
in the
I would.
trailers. Yeah.
I think it's important, but I don't want it to go on and on in every single film.
Yeah.
At some point, I simply understand. Yes, Peter is a solid moral fiber. He's a solid ethical foundation, and let's move on now.
Yeah.
I understand where he's coming from, and let's move on.
Yep.
But this is only the
Troy
second
David.
film. Yeah, this is
All
only
right.
the second film.
For me, the thing I'm most looking forward to in Amazing Spider-Man 2 is how we got the Rhino, we got Goblin coming in, and we have Electro. Is as that walkthrough, we saw Harry walking through, and we saw the wings of Vulture.
Yeah.
I want a little bit more of that Oscorp, because they're building up, as we all know, and it's been said in the trades. We're getting our Sinister Six.
Yeah.
They're starting it off in this film. We're with a couple of the characters, and then 3 we'll get some more. So that's what I'm keen on that. So Amazing Spider-Man #1 out this week, as well as part 2 of the feature film franchise. Check it out, people.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. We're down to one last pick and a joint pick.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Well, our top pick. And my top pick happens to be a joint pick from you. So kick it off with your top pick, Troy, and then he's sharing his. He had to get on my shine with my top pick.
Please.
So it became a joint pick. So
Please.
tell him what you got for your top pick, Troy.
Top Cow Image collaborating Tales of Honor. Again, based on the David Weber novel series Honor Harrington, the Honorverse. The first issue was amazingly well done. The second issue is so far off to the same greatness. The back part, I'm gonna focus on this a little bit. There's a nice little flowchart here explaining who these people are, who the characters are, and what makes them significant. If you've not read the series, this will help you get the gist of what's going on. And if you have read the novel series like myself, it's still a nice little refresher. I'm just reading through it and going, wow, that's cool, that's cool. Yeah, that's it. So Matt Hawkins definitely has a good grasp of this character. I know he's spoken extensively with David Weber, as they adapt. A combination of the introductory novel and whoa, where do you think you're going?
Go ahead,
there,
keep
boy?
talking, man. I wanna
The
know.
introductory novel and one of the further down novels. There's a series of intercut flashbacks as they go from one point in the story to earlier and bring us up to speed about where we are and what's going on. Honor Harrington is herself a very interesting character, naval officer in a science fiction environment, leading a ship, leading a mission. It's her first command. She's anxious to prove herself, but she's very capable. She's very canny. She inspires trust from the people around her. But when she makes enemies, she makes very bitter enemies. And some of these relationships come back to haunt her. David Weber has a very good, strong grasp of making the characters that you care about, but simultaneously don't get comfortable. They may not last very long. These are battles in space in a hard vacuum. He understands the science. People die, and they die very easily sometimes.
Good stuff, Troy. I love the painted artwork inside.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Good stuff. Tales of Honor #2 from Top Cow and Image Comics there.
Image Top Cow.
Good top pick there, Troy.
Thank you.
However, it pales in comparison to my top pick.
Well, that's
which
because
you just had to to jump on my shine
50%.
to make it the joint pick.
Hey, 50-50.
All right, so I'm going to give you a couple, Troy.
Yeah, why don't you do that?
And then I'll take these couple.
Oh, yeah.
You've seen us hyping it all throughout our breakdown shows and our picks of the week. I've thrown the trailer up there. Rye #1 is in stores, y'all.
Rye #1.
From Valiant.
Valiant Comics.
Go ahead and talk about Valiant real quick while I show everybody the true Valiant fan.
Oh,
go ahead.
What do you mean? It's not right here?
No.
It's not right here?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Matt Kind, again.
Yes, sir.
Matt Kind.
Clayton Crane on the art chores.
What can't he do?
I'm telling you.
I know, right? So we have Rye, the Spirit Guardian, who's, when he was originally introduced, was very much like Magnus Robot Fighter.
Yes.
As Magnus was doing his thing in North America, Rye was doing something very similar over in Japan. And eventually the two characters met.
Yes.
And it was amazing. It was epic. I loved, as much as I loved Rye, much as I loved Magnus, Rye was such this dynamic, interesting, original character. Which page are you showing him now?
I'm giving it to him.
Okay,
just
because
go
I'm
on.
going to give him
him
a little piece right here.
Just everything is just beautiful. Clayton Crane just put his foot in it, if you will.
Yeah.
To take a southern turn from you, brother.
Yeah,
he put his foot in it.
Well, I got that Southern hospitality, so I'm willing to share.
Man,
look at what's coming next month.
I know.
Show that. I don't want to show them the last page.
We're going to leave it for them, man.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to talk on it because we gave you the trailers throughout our breakdown episodes leading up into this week. It's here, y'all. Rye #1. One of my favorite characters of all time from Valiant Entertainment. It's
Valiant
here.
Comics is like a steamroller.
Man.
They just keep putting it out there.
It's
Every title, they put everything they have into it. They give it their all. They make the characters. Credible. They make the characters, palpable. You want to like them when you can like them.
Yeah.
And then Harada, you hate that bastard.
I'm a little bit mixed. I like Harada. I'm a little bit both.
Well, he's a good bad guy, that's for sure. But
there's few Asians in comic books. I'll say it. We finally have Rye, real badass, and then we have Harada, super badass. Man, I'm excited. We're getting some representation. That's what I'm gonna say. Finally, getting some love.
Valiant Comics. One more time. Okay, now y'all need to slow down. I'm running out of money.
All right, great picks this week, Troy.
Mm-hmm.
From Tales of Honor, your #1 pick, to our joint pick, Rye #1, which was my top pick. But with you joining on that, I think that probably is the combined supreme #1 pick you should be picking up.
Yes.
Great picks this week, Troy.
As always.
Now, as we always do about this time, we're going to kick it off with a little bit of our pop culture talk. We have Amazing Spider-Man 2 coming out this Friday.
Yep.
Which is going to then lead people, if you're all about comic books and you're geeking off of Spider-Man, you're going to want to come to the comic book shop. And the first Saturday of May of every year, what do we do at a comic book shop, Troy?
Free Comic Book Day.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, people they've seen the signs, they've seen the bags, they've heard us talk about it. What is this all about? And I've answered your questions at the time. If you haven't asked me yet, Free Comic Book Day. You want to get in here Saturday, May 3rd, 2014. It's going to be huge.
It's when the comic book shops give out, the free books and just kind of give to the fans and bring in new readers and kind of it's a fun party.
All the different publishers put out these special titles, to showcase something from their offerings. Mm-hmm. Marvel, DC, Dark Horse, Kaboom, Boom, IDW, Archie. Everybody has something to offer.
Yes, sir.
And I will make these things available to everybody as long as supplies last. Come on up in here, get your free comic, bring the kids. We are gonna. Well, Patrick told them what they're gonna have.
We're gonna have a party, y'all.
We're gonna. Yeah.
I'm gonna get turned up now. I'm gonna get turned up. All right, last year I threw a bang out party. I had a bunch of comic creator friends come out. Some pageant girls come out.
Yep.
It was a multimedia. I wanted to bring a con experience to people that don't usually attend cons to the shop. And this year I'm bringing it to a whole nother level there, Troy David Phillips.
I think you are.
Are you ready there, Troy?
I'm definitely ready.
All right.
I was ready last year.
We're bringing more free barbecue for you. Last year, my man Craig George, the owner, was out there grilling it out for you guys. But this time we got Hard Times of Woodbridge coming out, Hard Times Cafe. Mm-hmm. Shout out to them. Thank you guys for coming out. Again, we have the free comics. I talked to my friends over at New Paradigm who put out Watson and Holmes. They have an exclusive cover by Walt Simonson that they're going to send over to me that I should have actually in the mailbox right now. Okay. That I'll have for you guys when you come out for Free Comic Book Day. So check out. I'm going to take care of you, Troy. Watson and Holmes. Shout out to my man Brandon Perlow over there at New Paradigm for hooking us up with that. So I'll have that for the fans. We're going to have a cosplay contest. Yep. We're going to have a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament out in the back, as well as a Magic in our gaming store. For comic book guests, I have James Demon in Comics Spratley coming out. I got Nicole McDonald-Jones from Full Armor Studios. Angela McKendrick of Cuddles Cats. I think I messed up on that. Sorry, Angela, but she's amazing. Come check her out. Ben Shaw, creator of Ethan Stone P.I., is going to be in the building. And our buddy Pizza Paying, fine artist, painter. We have his graphic novel that collects a lot of his
the Art
paintings.
of Pizza Paying. I have that book.
It's insanely good. Cosplayer guests, Tia Cherie Polite, a.k.a. Miss Tia Cosplay, will be in the house, as well as Wendell Smith Sr., a.k.a. Scorp King Costuming. They are also my fellow actors in a Star Wars fan film called Dark Awakenings, where I play Jedi Master Varan. So the whole Dark Awakenings crew is going to be in the house. Come check them out. Media guests, I'm getting tongue-tied, y'all. Too many people. I was working overtime for y'all. I do it for y'all. Miss Puerto Rico Collegiate Lise Acosta Milan. She'll be back in the building. She was Harley Quinn here last year. Hopefully we'll see what kind of cool costume character she's going to be this year. That's going to be fun. Her friend, Miss Puerto Rico United States, who was just recently crowned 2 weeks ago, Miss Ane Vallejo, will be in the building. From Shotgun Mythos, an awesome web series. It won a bunch of awards recently. I got Nate Nilsson, a.k.a. Gryson, and my man Christopher Inlow. He's actually in the building right now checking us out. He plays the character of Tails. Thales. He will be in the building. And my man Christopher Inlow, who I want to show some love to, he also is in an upcoming L. Frank Baum Wizard of Oz new film coming out soon. Shout out to my man Christopher Inlow. From Ninjas Versus trilogy, there was a Ninja versus Zombies, Ninja versus
Pirates.
Was it Pirates?
I think it was Ninja
No,
versus...
there wasn't Pirates. There was a Vampires and Werewolves. Monsters. All right, my man Christopher Inlow in the house. Thank you, sir. Carla Akuchi and Corey Akuchi will be in the building. I got media guests, y'all. I got cosplayers. I got comic artists. I got free comic books. I got free barbecue. I do this for y'all, people. Marc Lutz is in the building. What's up, Marc? Why are you interrupting my free comic book day talk? Y'all need to come out this Saturday to our free comic book day. What's up, man? What do you want to say? 3 weeks?
It's been 3 weeks.
Since he's bringing up the whole ultimate chocolate challenge, man.
3 weeks. What you got for me?
You want to do that rock paper scissors challenge?
Bring it.
All right, let's.
You know
what? We can do that. Let me throw it to this VGU Con commercial. That's the next video game convention that I'm a part of. We're going to throw it to this video game convention, VGU Video Gamers United convention that's going to be happening August 18th and 19th. Come hang with your boy and come play some video games. And we're going to set up real quick so I can challenge this dude in rock, paper, scissors. He's talking mess. All right, let's do this right after this.
2.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Flashback Comics. Flashback Comics is proud to host the first ever Rock, Paper, Scissors Challenge Rochambeau Championships. Introducing the current champion of the Chocolate Death Match. He stands at 6 foot 6 inches tall, weighs 285 pounds. He is Marc Lutz.
Lehr.
And the challenger from Boston, Massachusetts, coming in at 5 foot 1 inch, weighing 114 pounds.
Wrong.
Hey, work with me here, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you Patrick the Terminator Strange.
What's going on, people? I'm about to take this dude down.
All right.
All right.
So now, the referee has explained the rules to the both of you, correct?
Well, explain it to the audience. They don't know.
I'm making sure the fighters understand first.
Good.
So, we're going to do best 2 out of 3 Rochambeau. That's rock, paper, scissors. You'll be using your hands. You will not actually use foreign objects. You will be disqualified for striking each other with chairs. I am not joking about that.
Wait.
So,
All right.
are you ready?
I'm ready. You ready?
Are you ready?
All right.
Bring it.
Are you ready? Then, ladies and gentlemen, Flashback Comics fans, let's get ready to rumble!
1, 2, 3.
Ha ha! Biatch!
1, 2, 3. Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
That's two. That's two, right?
That was 2 out of 3.
That was
Ah!
Lehr.
All right.
oh,
Okay. Okay.
and I am proud, ladies and gentlemen.
Let me get back on track. Let me get
our
on track.
two-time
Whatever.
champion.
All right.
You got a gold belt for him, right?
Free Comic Book Day come out this Saturday. There's just gonna be another challenge. Hot dog challenge. What's up? You ready for that?
You ready to throw up again?
Hot dog challenge. Check us out. Free Comic Book Day. I'm gonna battle him on some hot dogs. All right. That's the next one. Whatever.
Bring
Haters.
it.
Whatever. We're gonna bring it. Okay. Next up on our agenda here,
right.
Star Wars. We got the episode 7. We talked on that.
Yep.
But even more exciting because we're comic book fans. You know, we are sci-fi fans, but
Yes,
we're
we
comic
are.
book fans. For Batman versus Superman, the Man of Steel Part 2.
Yes.
It was announced that Cyborg will make his appearance, played by an actor by the name of Ray Fisher. 2 cents on that, Troy David Phillips. Are you excited? We already know that we're getting Gal Gadot, Wonder Woman.
Yes.
We're now also going to have Cyborg in it. What do you think about that?
I'm ready to see Cyborg on the big screen. I'm ready to see what they can capture with this new live action film technology.
Get I don't want to stand next to me and you, brother.
Before who the herd.
Oh, he's calling you out.
Whatever.
But
So-
no, seriously.
You think it's too much in one film? Like, Marvel gave us a nice, slow, steady buildup of these characters. To me, I'm like, it's forced, man.
Well,
I'm excited to see it. We've been wanting to see this.
And you know,
But-
I feel like I need
How much
to.
time are we going to get here?
We may not get very much time at all. And so it's going to be incumbent on the film writers to introduce the character, give us the character story, and make them compelling,
Yes.
and move very quickly into the crux of the action. If you can do that, if you could kick this off well, then I think we'll have a winner on our hands. Cyborg is a very interesting character with a very long history in the DC universe. You know, from way back in 1982,
Yes.
New Teen Titans, Mark
Yes.
Wolfman, George Perez.
Yes.
And now in the New 52, Cyborg is a founder in the Justice League. We saw him in Justice League War. His origin was probably the most significant origin in that particular animated film.
Yeah.
So for live action, maybe something along those lines. You know, the animated film gave us Wonder Woman without a lot of origin story, Batman, Green Lantern, Flash, Superman. The feeling is that the characters have some understanding of each other, even if they don't know each other very intimately. Cyborg was the character where they built him up as an origin story. So maybe that's what we're going to get. Maybe he'll be the linchpin that draws it all together.
And last but not least, in regards to that aspect of it, what was also announced is, okay, so we got Cyborg. What was announced over this past weekend is that Zack Snyder is going, after Batman vs. Superman, they're going right into the Justice League film.
Okay.
So we're having Batman vs. Superman, we're going to have Wonder Woman, we're getting Cyborg, and then we're going straight to the Justice League film.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'm getting the honest Troy David Phillips, man. We got that slow Marvel villain. We're excited to see it. But how much time are we getting? And then we're going right into the Justice League film. We're not having a separate Wonder Woman film. We're not getting Cyborg. They're introducing it. They're gonna, off the jump off. You have to have Batman versus Superman. That's more story there. And then it's too much, brother.
Let's see what happens.
I'll be the real one, the honest one. He's not gonna say.
In all honesty,
it's too much all at one time, and they're just trying to catch up to the Avengers, man. Marvel set the standard, and here they are playing catch up.
Do you remember watching
They don't need to rush it.
Do you remember watching the animated Justice League?
I do.
Okay, and what did we get in that? We got the heroes coming to save the day, and they saved the day, and then from here on out, and then after the big conflict, the White Martians, the formation of the team, after that, then we explored more of Jon Stewart. We explored more of Hawkgirl. We explored more of the Flash. We explored the dynamics between characters, small squads, duos, etc. So after Superman, Batman, let's see what happens with the Wonder Woman solo. It may take time to develop her story as a solo story, because it will be a solo. It won't be an ensemble of characters. It won't have that group dynamic interaction. Her story may take longer to unfold, by herself. And I'm willing to let them do that. There will be other characters, likewise, who need time to unfold because they're not as well known. Because they have iterations now. The changes in the New 52 from the previous stories, we don't have Wally West as the Flash anymore. We have Barry Allen. And we need to reintroduce him to a lot of people. Wally was the Flash for almost 29 years. It was a long stretch. There are a lot of people who really need to get deeper into Barry Allen from a film standpoint.
That reminded me.
Yeah.
You've been tracking on the New 52, right? And Wally West.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, I wasn't going to talk about that because we weren't spotlighting Flash. So.
Okay, we'll save that for next time,
We'll save it for Flash.
I'm a little bit excited about that.
I'm going to have my Flash
the
t-shirt.
I know you will now. Because you got to represent for his people.
Hey,
we'll leave it right there.
I might even have my kid Flash.
I know what you're saying. We went a little long today. There's a lot to talk about, but the biggest thing, so I'm just saving it because I want to really promote Free Comic Book Day. We have a bunch of people coming out. You need to come check us out. We're doing it for y'all. This is us giving it up to y'all. We're bringing that con experience. It's going to be a party. Come hang with us. And I'm getting sidetracked. What was that real quick? Producers. Number four. May the 4th be with you.
No, not that number 4. The other number 4.
My producers let me know. Oh, we're going to talk on that. We're going to do a sidetrack on that. All right. We're just going to stress Free Comic Book Day. We'll do that at another time. We have, as y'all know, we have so much we can talk about.
A lot.
But we want to kind of condense it in for you guys. Tell them what they got to do, Troy.
You got to like us on Facebook.
Like us on Facebook.
You got to follow us on Twitter.
Follow us on Twitter.
And you got to subscribe to us on YouTube.
Subscribe on the YouTube. I am Patrick Michael Strange.
Troy David Phillips.
The man, the myth, the legend. Shout out to my man, Craig George. Get over here. He's the owner. Oh, he did. Come on, Craig. Let's show him some shine. Thank this guy for helping us put together this show and this event. All right. We love you guys. To my team M3, shout out to Marc, Matthew, Megan, my man Christopher Inlow, one of our guests who's going to be at the show for Free Comic Book Day. Thank you guys. Come party with us. I am Patrick Michael Strange. PS Live, Breathe, Create. And we're out of here, y'all. Deuces.
Flashback.
Come on, man.